Leitner with Jordan.
Bobby, what was his name?
Bobby. Yeah, Bobby Hurley.
Yeah.
Leitner,
You got
Bobby Hurley.
The little dude that played football, left to play football at Syracuse.
Wait,
You know what I'm
quarterback? Like
Yeah, yeah.
recently? I didn't
Yeah.
know he played basketball at.
Yeah, he played basketball at Duke first. Then
No.
he transferred to go play football.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, it's white.
I gotta
little-
look
yeah.
him up.
Yeah, that definitely happened.
You guys are live.
What?
Oh.
Oh, like live.
Oh,
Hey!
thanks.
I'm Titus. That's Levi. This is Not the Experts. We were just doing show prep because that's what we do here. We take it very seriously, and yeah. This is Not the Experts. Live from Multimedia Production Studios, Grange, Georgia. Levi, how you feeling, bro?
Greg Paulus.
That's his name, Greg Paulus.
Paulus
yes.
is a former multi-sport athlete playing
Who-
college basketball as a point guard on the Duke University men's team and later football at Syracuse.
Who else is starting a show giving you Greg Paulus?
Exactly.
Greg Paulus name drops. That's my favorite thing.
Is Greg Paulus, so is he the QB who beat Clemson or almost beat Clemson?
No.
When Syracuse? No.
No, he's a little before that day.
A little
He's
before that.
era. He's a little before that era. I don't think
Yeah.
Clemson even mattered yet when he was there. I don't think they were relevant yet. It was back when they were still
I
trying
gotta
to come
find
up.
the.
But yeah,
Oh, this.
shout out to Greg Paulus.
Yeah.
True legend.
Oh, yeah. This is like 2009, 2010.
Yeah,
when he
yeah,
played.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I
Shout out
remember
Greg
that. I remember
Paulus.
that day.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was fun.
White guys.
So so happy Monday, y'all. This is our our Monday Last Dance recap episode. But since we didn't have a show yesterday and because of Mother's Day, happy belated Mother's Day from us. We are just doing all our regular show topics before we get on top of the Last Dance talk. So yeah, so we'll get into Note the Experts. Levi, you ready?
He was
Note
a
the
graduate transfer.
Yeah, one of those types.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for Frog for mentioning that.
Salute.
All right, I'm done with Greg Paulus now.
Absolutely.
Sorry.
Greg Paulus news. You
Yeah.
got Note the Experts?
Oh, Note the Experts.
Yes.
Thank you. Yeah, I really got caught up into that.
It's a very interesting story.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorites.
All right, so we got quite a few polls on here for Note the Experts.
That's that.
Let me scroll. All right, so one gotta go.
Yes.
Not the experts. Or Note the Experts.
the championship.
Yeah,
The
championship.
Disney championship.
So we took all of our lowest vote getters and one got to go for the Disney edition. It was between Brave, Finding Nemo, The Lion King, Pocahontas. Do you know who won this?
Yeah, I'm assuming that that the one I picked didn't win because I want to find Nemo out of there, but I'm assuming that didn't win.
It did get a couple of votes though.
Did it?
Yeah, I got
Did it?
13%.
My friend, who is a very heavy Disney guy, what up, Marquise, and the producer of the beat for the show, he said that he tried to watch Brave, and this one of his least favorite movies ever. So
Really?
yeah. And
Yeah.
Brave, I think a lot of people don't like Brave because Brave is newer school, so people hate the new school Disney.
Yeah, get out of here, new school.
So
It-
yeah,
Okay,
that's what
this is one I have a beef with Disney, kinda. Well, it's not
Talk
really
about it.
much of a beef, but Disney has made so many movies,
They have.
animated to real life to whatever genres or types out there. They don't have to make any more, bro. Like we could really just raise our kids on the same
old
all the
school?
90s ones. Like let's just take all the
not
90s
wrong.
ones and recycle them. Just keep digitally enhancing them.
You're not wrong. I don't know how I feel about these live action remakes though.
I don't like I don't
look
like them.
weird.
No, yeah. So
Oh,
don't
yeah, I
do
got you.
that. But
Yeah.
I'm saying just make
Oh,
it
just
4K.
digitally
Turn it
enhanced?
into 4K or something like that. The Lion King in
4K
4K.
Lion King.
Yeah.
I'm with that actually. I support that.
So Twitter doesn't know how to do math apparently
Uh-oh.
because Brave got 88% and Finding Nemo got 13%. That
Really?
doesn't that equal 101?
It does. You know, I think I might can explain what happened.
What
I
happened?
think I broke the algorithm.
You did?
Yeah, I broke the algorithm.
How do you do that?
I may or may not have voted from a burner account that I then deleted.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, okay.
I just want to check. I
That
just want
explains
to
it
check.
then.
I just want to see if it will work.
Yeah.
So like, I had an old account that was still logged in.
Mm-hmm.
Only a few people know. If you know, you know about that
That
account.
was the one you mentioned
yeah,
earlier,
yeah. If
right?
you know, you know. Shout out
Yeah.
to Chick-fil-A one time.
You're voting in your own poll?
Oh yeah, I vote too.
I didn't vote in my. I didn't
vote
vote
too.
from the show account. I voted from a separate.
Yeah, I don't
poll,
vote from the show account.
Yeah, I
I
voted
vote
from
from my
an
account.
account that does not exist anymore.
Yeah. So, Lion King, Pocahontas, they got 0.
Yeah.
So, congratulations to Brave. It had to go.
Bye, Brave.
Bye, Brave.
So what you said was a tie at 0?
Yeah, there's a tie at 0
Wow.
with Lion King.
So we don't have a
Pocahontas.
winner.
No. So we're gonna have
So
to
Lion
recycle
King-
that then.
Lion King and Pocahontas have to face off 1-on-1 next week.
Oh, you're gonna do okay?
Yeah, bump it. Yeah,
Bet.
this is gonna face off 1-on-1.
Bet.
Like we need a winner. We're not having this 0 votes. Nah, somebody got to win. Somebody got to lose.
Well, then that
Someone will be
means
the
I'm gonna
champion.
have to do that too on the polls then because
Uh-oh.
for my one got to go between John Stockton, Kyle Korver, Scalabrini, and Kerr.
Yes.
Scalabrini got 70%. Surprisingly, so I thought that was gonna be
Proud of y'all.
yeah. We talked about that. But Stockton, Korver, Kerr each got 10%.
Whoa.
Yeah, 3-way tie.
Wow. So this is
For
like
last.
someone slightly disrespects each of them.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's very intense. I got a comment. Marquis says that he doesn't hate Brave because it's new. He hates it because it's whack. All right. Well,
Oh.
that gets right to it. Get right
Thanks
to
for
it.
clarifying that. Thank you.
For sure. But yeah, so what, 3-way tie, huh?
3-way tie.
Well, they got to face off next week too, I
Yeah,
guess.
they'll have to face off next
Yeah, we
week.
need clarity, y'all. We
Put
need
that on the poll as
we
well.
demand clarity in the championship rounds. That's what we demand.
Who's better, Aaron Rodgers or Drew Brees? Titus is mad at me
It's gonna
about
be
this
bad.
one.
I'm
So
very
I'm going to
upset.
make a new poll. Don't worry. I already made a note. It's going to be on the poll again, and it's going to be worded
The
different. 'cause
problem for me is the wording shouldn't have had to matter, but it does
But
for
it
some
does.
strange reason. I don't know why.
I
really
Titus
don't get
last week when we see each other. We came back and recorded.
yeah.
Yeah, we did Sunday, Monday.
Right.
And I'd asked him on that Monday, I said, oh, you see the poll? Because, his guy wasn't winning. And he didn't want to address that. He just threw out, yeah, I saw how you worded that. I was like, what do you mean how I worded
look,
that?
I didn't bring up the
Who's
wording.
better? It's
I didn't bring
pretty
up the wording.
simple.
I was talking to a member of my brain trust about what's going on, and I was like, "Oh, Rahila, you're a Saints fan. Your opinion doesn't count on this subject. Thank you." I was talking to my boy. I was like, so Levi was talking about the Drew Brees better than Aaron Rodgers, and he was like, "Nah, that doesn't add up." I was like, "Yeah, that's what I'm saying." I'm like, "Thank you. I don't get this idea." So then I showed them the poll and I showed them the votes, and he was like, "Oh, it's because I bet it's because of how he worded it. If you change the wording, I bet it'll be different." I'm like, "I'm sure it will be."
All
And
right.
he was like, and then he told me I shouldn't let you decide how to word the polls. Is what he really told me. That's actually what he told me.
Okay, thanks.
But yeah.
I'll put next time it's going on the poll after the show. Who's more skilled? Is that better?
It's better, and the answer to both of them is Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers is better, and Aaron
Well,
Rodgers is more
according to the people, Drew Brees got 69%.
skilled. Nice.
And Jinx. And Aaron Rodgers got 31%.
What is
So the people say,
what's wrong with y'all?
okay, look,
Do y'all watch football?
no,
Do you listen to music or do you just skim through it?
time out, Titus. Before
What's
you
happening?
go into this rant
I'm not
or
gonna
get
rant.
mad at him, no, I want you
Okay.
to. I want you to get mad at the people because they should be because of this right here.
Hmm?
You see the Gary Danielson results.
Oh no, what were the results of that?
Is Gary Danielson the worst college football commentator today? I can't think of a worse one. 56% said yes.
That's it.
56.
Close.
44%
Very
said no.
close.
It should have been 100%.
Bro, you gotta think.
What are
about
y'all
it.
thinking?
You gotta think about it with Gary though. Gary is a part of the fabric of college football. Like if
I
a
guess.
game's on Saturday on CBS, you know when the CBS does doubleheaders,
Yeah.
and there's a game that's not called by Gary,
Mm-hmm.
no one wants to hear it.
No, that's true.
But when Gary's on, people want to complain about Gary. It's a very weird thing to where I feel like Gary's hate liked. Like we don't
He
necessarily
is.
like.
And so
him.
was Vern Lundquist. I
Vern
never
is-
had a problem with Vern. Vern didn't give any opinions. Vern was there to do his job, you know.
Right.
Gary is supposed to be the color commentator.
Yeah.
And Gary can't see. So how are you gonna commentate on the color of the game when you can't see the color?
My favorite thing about Vern and Gary is like when a play happens and they don't actually comment, they don't actually say what happened. There's like, wow, look at that.
Oh my.
Like, yeah, oh my. I'm like, are you watching?
My.
Can you tell me what happened?
I love it though.
Yeah.
I do like it though, because when commentators, there's a whole art behind it, right?
Yeah,
and
it
sometimes
is.
you just gotta let the play breathe, right? I think that's the vernacular that they use. Breathe, let it breathe.
Mm-hmm.
And I do like that. I enjoy it. Definitely would not be good radio commentators though.
No, absolutely not.
Yeah, but you know what? As I think about it, I should have done who's worse, Gary Danielson or Todd Blackledge, because Todd Blackledge.
Yo, but Todd be getting the food.
I do like that. I do like the taste of towns with Todd.
Todd eats good.
Those are pretty good.
So Aurelio, who is a Saints fan, says skillfully Rodgers is better. So
I agree with that.
Your opinion does count now, bro. I apologize for what I said earlier.
Well, I agree with Virgilio there.
Yeah, my dad says that Gary is hot and cold, but he's all right. He can be decent. Depends.
Look, I'm not gonna.
You know what? I don't like Gary. I don't like when Gary rolls out his playoff idea.
What was
Gary? I was like has his own playoff bracket and all look stupid because like my top 8 teams. It's like 3 teams that don't need to be anywhere near a playoff.
Yeah,
I hate it. Yeah.
Look, I love the SEC on CBS. I'm gonna be sad when it's gone because I love the intro music. It's classic, man. It's ever since I was a kid. It's been SEC on CBS.
I think they're gonna drop a bag for it.
It's gonna be weird.
They're gonna drop a big bag.
I thought ESPN already got it though.
No, they don't have it yet. This is rumored that they're gonna try and something out, but I don't think ESPN has it yet officially.
They're gonna put Booger on it.
Oh God, can you imagine? Can you imagine? I do want a separate broadcast with Marcus Spears and Ryan Clark though. It don't have to be a main broadcast. Everybody's not built for that.
Yeah.
But I want them on a separate broadcast. I would watch that feed.
Give me Pat McAfee on college football.
McAfee's fire.
Give me that.
I like
SEC.
McAfee a lot.
Yeah. Can you trust anyone named Slim?
That should be 100% no.
62% said no.
62%?
Yeah, 62% said. I'm so confused.
Who are y'all that know the trustworthy Slims? Because I want to know why you trust them.
We did get a comment on the poll.
Okay.
I can't. It's not letting me read the comment, but I remember what the comment was. It said only if his name is Shady, or only if it's followed by Shady.
Slim is that
Shady,
what happened? People
the real
equated Slim Shady.
I think people started. Yeah, I guess people who aren't watching The Last Dance. Thought of when they saw. Can you? Yeah, my boy Slim Shady.
But I mean, some of the lyrics from Eminem, Slim Shady are very untrustworthy.
No, they're not.
Yeah, like I wouldn't want to trust.
I wouldn't trust anybody named Slim.
Not at all. No.
Except for maybe Slim Jim. I'll trust the Slim Jim.
Yeah, I'll trust Slim Jim, but not from a guy named Slim. If a guy named Slim gave me a Slim Jim, I wouldn't eat it.
Yeah,
I'm like, you're trying to be funny with your name and everything.
Yeah,
so, nah.
Well, okay, I'll take that back too. I don't trust Slim Jim. Have you ever seen Slim Jim on Instagram?
No,
it's the worst account ever, bro.
Is it?
They comment on every meme account there is. So if you follow any meme accounts, Slim Jim follows them and Slim Jim comments on all of them.
Is that the way of trying to be cool?
Like, it's the worst.
That's the way of trying to be cool and like be with the in crowd.
Well, yeah. But
corny.
It's always, you got those 3-4 people who get Instagram famous.
Yeah,
and they get famous through commenting on every single meme there is.
That is a fact.
Exactly.
That is a fact.
Or they try to get famous.
Rose says Booger McFarland is the worst. We all agree on that.
Yeah.
He's the universal worst.
Yeah.
Like college pros, Booger McFarland is absolutely the worst.
Exactly. But that's it for the polls.
All right. Shout out to the polls one time. Y'all gonna have to revote on some of these. Like, still gonna have the Lion King and Pocahontas showdown. The Kerr, what is it? The Kerr, Corver, and...
Yeah, it's gonna be Kerr, Corver, and Stockton.
And Stockton showdown next week. Ooh, it's gonna get fun.
Yeah.
That'd be very exciting.
A lot of fun.
It's gonna get intense. Yeah, so that's that. And you have a new one gotta go, right?
Yes, we do. So get into the new one gotta go.
Full disclosure, I don't have one. Not the experts.
Yeah.
So yeah.
It's okay, because I showed up with without one 2 weeks ago.
Oh, there we
So
go.
we're
Yeah,
good.
we're
We're
back to
evened
back.
out now.
There we go.
So moving on to one gotta go. It's a reoccurring theme. The white guys.
I can't
It's
believe
the
you pulled
it's
another
the
week of this
next
out.
one. There we
I
go.
can't believe you pulled another week of this out. I'm
I know.
very
I can
impressed.
pull at least like 2 more,
And we haven't
that's
even gone
it.
deep into the Duke bag yet. That's the scary part.
We haven't.
And
and
that's a deep bag.
We will do an exclusive Duke one.
Yeah.
But I had to put Reddick up there because we already knew Reddick's gonna pass through on the Duke one. So we got Mr. Jason, aka White Chocolate Williams,
Legend. True legend.
at our upper left.
Mm-hmm.
We got JJ Reddick
Okay.
to our upper right. We got the legend Alex Caruso
Oh,
in the
okay.
bottom left.
Okay.
Yes, Caruso. And then we got Luca.
Are you claiming Luca?
Yeah. So
How
all
you
right,
claiming
so,
Luca?
bruh, we have to claim Luca, bruh.
Because it's desperate times?
Yeah, duh. I mean,
Bro, you ain't even use Kevin Love.
no, I
throw Kevin
haven't.
Love out here
He's
yet.
on a later one. I got one more for
threw out-
forwards.
Okay.
Exclusive
that's
like
fair.
forward
That's
one.
fair.
But I
went to,
put Luca on here.
you went to Slovenia?
Yeah.
Or Slovenia. Yeah, wow. That's all right. I respect it.
JJ is not trash, so you can get out
I
of
call
here with
JJ
that.
trash.
Yeah. There's Jacoby. You can get out of here.
Oh, you call JJ trash?
JJ's the man. JJ was trash at the beginning of his NBA career.
Nah, JJ came around though. It took a minute, but
It took him a
out.
minute,
became
but
a very solid player.
Yeah. Oh, we all thought he was going to be a typical washed white Duke player coming into the NBA, and it looked like it for 3, 4, 5 seasons.
It definitely
But
did.
he came around. He found his place.
He did. Shout out to JJ. I actually respect JJ's growth, and he has a very good NBA podcast.
Oh, really?
Yeah, his podcast is pretty dope. He gets really good interviews on that thing.
I gotta check that out.
Yeah, for sure. He's dope. I like him.
Have you seen his crib?
No, I
Or
haven't.
his
Is it
house?
nice?
It's like an apartment, I think.
Oh,
Downtown.
That
Yeah.
makes sense.
It's kind of nice.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
I wouldn't do too much.
It's underwhelming.
When you move around as much as he does, I wouldn't do too much either.
Yeah.
Because he hadn't stayed in one place for super, super long.
And him and his wife are really into antique, nice. Definitely couldn't break anything in there. It costs
That's
a lot of
facts.
money. Yeah.
That's facts.
You got any strong opinions on this? Who's got to go?
I want Luca to go just because I don't like that. I get that I get why you're claiming him.
I mean, we
but
have to.
it's not authentic. He's not authentic.
That's fair.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, we got to though.
But I respect it.
Yeah.
And White Chocolate is definitely not going anywhere.
No, he's got to stay.
But yeah, he's definitely got to stay. But if I was not being petty with my choice, I would say Alex. I like Alex, but I think Alex can go.
Man,
He's just like
this one's a really tough one for me
because Alex breaks some stereotypes because he dunks sometimes,
Yeah,
and he's
Pretty
going
flashy.
white guy ball too.
and he's bald. Yeah,
He's going
exactly.
white guy
That's
ball.
it. He looks like he's 40.
he does.
He's looked like he's 40 ever since he was a freshman in college at
He
A&M.
really does.
And LA loves Caruso.
Yeah.
I don't know, dude. I'm really torn on this. This is why I made this one because this is to me, these are
It's a tough
like
one for
4
you.
guys I could not take away.
Yeah.
If I had to take away one though, I would go with Luca just because, I mean, it's a little
not
bit
authentic.
cheating.
Yeah.
I mean, he's white, but he's not white American.
yeah.
Yeah.
Marquis said I love what he talking about JJ did with his house. He bought an old warehouse or something. He said he bought an old warehouse.
Oh, it's a warehouse.
bought a warehouse.
Oh,
That's
okay.
pretty
It
dope.
looked like a apartment, like a big apartment. But
Tyler
makes
Edie
sense.
says he says Alex got to go just based off not being able to let his hair go. He said all the greats just let it go. That's fair.
that is fair.
Yeah.
Kobe said he's unfollowed for these pics. Titus
He's unfollowed for what pics?
he unfollowed you?
He ain't even
I don't
follow me.
know. He doesn't like your pics.
What you want me to do, man?
Yeah.
This ain't my lane anyway. I'm just
Yeah.
entering the world. This is not my world. I'm just entering it.
My boy Chris on the golf course said the other day.
Wow.
What?
My dad says JJ may not be trash, but he may be a storage item.
Wow.
Wow.
So JJ is one of those
Disrespect.
things when you're in between. It's like, should I throw it away or could I use this later
Yeah,
somehow?
That's what he's saying.
He's like,
That's what he's
I'd
saying.
probably better. I could probably find some type of use out of this.
JJ's
We'll just
veteran.
totally throw it away.
JJ's veteran leadership is very important. All right.
Sure.
It didn't help Philly. It didn't help Philly any, but it's
Yeah.
there for somebody.
Yeah.
But if JJ goes, that means he gets to more of his podcast, and that's cool with me. I enjoy his
That's
show.
what's up.
I definitely enjoy his show. But yeah, so
Yeah.
this will be interesting. You gotta learn from the master, bro. When you make a really tough one gotta go, you just gotta come out really strong on one of them and just make yourself not like them.
Yeah, you know
You
who I
gotta-
should have done
who's
instead
that?
of Luca?
Who's that?
I was actually, since white chocolate was in here, I was gonna put the professor in here.
I definitely wouldn't have voted for him.
You would have voted
I
for
would
him?
kept the professor. The professor
Oh
definitely
yeah,
stands.
you got to keep the
Nah,
professor.
bro, the professor is literally he's a street legend, bro. He's an underground king. Nah, he
Yeah,
definitely got to stay.
the professor, man,
For
and
sure.
1 days.
Right,
Yeah.
absolutely.
So I guess that does it for our one gotta go this
Yep.
week. So you can
That'll
check
be
us
on the
out
poll.
on Twitter at
Twitter
NTE
polls, Twitter polls.
Podcast after the show. And they'll be up along with Who's More Skilled, Aaron Rodgers or Drew Brees.
Mhm.
And what was the other one? And we're gonna do
Kurt Corver and I keep forgetting the third. Why can't I
Stockton.
remember? Yeah, Kurt Corver was Stockton,
And then Pocahontas or Lion King.
Yeah, Mano y Mano.
I mean, Lion King's definitely gonna win that one though.
It better.
Yeah,
It better.
we're gonna have some problems.
Yeah.
We'll pull up.
Reload. JJ Redick is not Puerto Rican. JJ Beret is Puerto Rican.
Yeah, that
Relax.
surprised me when I looked that up the
Yeah.
other day. JJ
Yeah,
Beret is
yeah,
Puerto
no.
Rican.
Yeah, JJ Redick's not Puerto Rican. You wildin'.
You ready to do expert of the week?
Let's get our expert of the weeks, bro. Let's do it.
Bet. Let's bet.
All right, you want to go first? You want me to kick it off?
It don't matter to me.
All right, I'll kick it off. My expert of the week goes out to someone who I never thought I would make expert of the week, and it is Kyrie Irving.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Kyrie Irving's my expert of the week.
I'm excited to hear this.
This is the
'cause
biggest upset in the history of expert of the week and not expert of the week. I lost the article that I had earlier.
I was blown away when you
But-
told me before
yeah.
the show
Yeah.
you had him at expert of
Yeah,
the
man.
week.
He got expert of the week. He okay, here it is. He donated pallets of food and I think about 3,000. I think it's 3,000 pallets of food, like 17 pallets of food and 3,000 masks, face masks to the Standing Rock Sioux tribe because they haven't really been getting any help. So he donated a bunch of stuff to them.
Oh,
to take care of
that's
them.
what's up.
His
That's what's
mother
up.
was actually a member of that tribe.
Oh,
So
okay.
yeah, he has some personal ties there. So he donated to them to help take care of them. I think that's really dope. Salute to you, Kyrie Irving, for
Yeah.
your charity work.
Salute
So,
to you.
shout out to that, taking care of the tribes in the North, in South and North Dakota.
Thank you, Kyrie.
Absolutely.
My expert of the week. I texted you about this earlier. When I heard it, I just comedically it was genius, and I got to tip my hat off to him. So, Dave Portnoy. If people don't know who he is the creator, CEO, president, whatever of Barstool Sports. If anyone is familiar, well, they own or sell a infamous T-shirt of Roger Goodell. The Roger Goodell clown T-shirt. Who was caught wearing that? Do you remember that?
I
It was like a
don't.
coach or somebody.
Yeah,
I think it
forgot
was.
who. Was it Peyton?
Sean Payton.
Yeah, it was Peyton,
Sean
yeah.
Payton after they got robbed in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Sean Payton was discreetly wearing a Roger Goodell as a clown shirt under his jacket. And so, what does Dave Portnoy do in this all-in challenge? One of the things you could win or bid on was a private one-on-one to watch a football game with the commissioner himself, Roger Goodell, in his basement man cave at his house. What happened, Titus?
What?
Dave Portnoy said, "I got this." Bid on it, won it. So now I think Roger Goodell is kind of in a spot with, do I really want this guy at my house? Is there any way I can still take this guy's money for charity and
get
yet,
Yeah, get
not
him-
have
yeah.
him in my house?
I don't
So,
want to put in my house either.
do
I
I?
don't want Portnoy in my house either.
But
personally,
think about how much of an expert move that. I mean, think about because
it's a-
Portnoy. Well, if I'm Portnoy, I want to do this. I
course.
genuinely want to go
Of course
hang
you
out
do.
with Roger Goodell.
yeah,
I want to see what Roger Goodell's like outside
Right.
of his suit. But also, if Roger Goodell doesn't want to do this, it makes him look even more bad, and I can make even more
yeah,
clown
no, it's-
T-shirts
yeah,
from him. So yeah, I think it was funny.
Yeah, no,
Expert of the
Barstool.
week.
Yeah, Barstool pulled one off on that one.
Yeah,
That was good.
shut up.
I'm very interested to see how Roger handles that. I don't know
Yeah.
what he's supposed to do there.
I think he'll do it.
Yeah.
I think he'll do
He
it.
probably will. He might turn him around. Might make him a fan.
Maybe. What if I heard a good theory from a Barstool
What's
podcast?
that?
One of the producers suggested that Goodell should get his own Dave Portnoy as a clown
Oh,
T-shirt.
he should.
And so they each wear,
yes. That's
Dave
perfect,
show up in
actually.
his Goodell clown T-shirt and
Nah, that's perfect.
Goodell have the Portnoy. It'd be great.
It would be.
Great photo op
It
too for
absolutely would
that.
be dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, I support that theory.
I'm with it 100%.
Yeah, they got to do it.
Hey, they could become bros.
They
you know?
could.
They could.
I'll support it. I want that to happen.
Yeah.
I feel like Roger's a nice guy. He's just kind of dumb as a leader.
I feel
he's
bad
as
for
a person.
Roger.
I don't.
I
Well, no, I
I
get why
feel
you
like he
bad.
doesn't have any friends.
I could see that.
I feel like Jerry
Yeah.
Jones is his one friend. And
that-
Jerry
and that was
reminds him.
questionable.
Yeah.
When that Zeke Elliott thing happened, remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that got questionable. That became a real rocky relationship for a little bit.
Roger Goodell makes $40 million a year
40
too.
million a year. That's crazy.
And then
Imagine making 40 million a year to be bad at your job. That is the dream.
yeah,
That is the absolute dream.
it really is.
40 mil while being terrible at your job.
And you don't have to do anything because really you just you're already getting emails every day from these owners of what he should be doing. So just do what they want him to do.
You do a few things they want you to do.
You'll
And
stay
then
in
you move
office
on.
and you'll be good.
Yeah,
keep
that's
making
it.
that 40 mil.
Make them happy. You keep your job. That's
Exactly.
it. Beautiful.
Yeah.
So our not the expert of the week. Who you got this week?
Well, this guy is going to be a legend here on Not the Experts.
So excited.
And he will be an inductee to our Not the Expert Hall of Fame
First
that
ballot.
we will be doing. Yeah,
Yes.
first ballot, no doubt. He'll be in the center of the Hall of Fame, Mr. Earl Thomas. Earl Thomas leads a life that none of us lead, or many of us don't lead, because apparently it happens. This stuff happens.
That is what he said, right?
I want to know,
That's
do
what he
our
said.
producers know Earl Thomas? Have
You
y'all
familiar
heard
with this
the
story?
Earl Thomas news?
Oh, this is great.
All right, so Earl Thomas he's a veteran football player. He's a safety in the NFL.
Hall of Fame football player.
Yeah,
Famer.
future Hall of Fame
Yes,
football player.
absolutely.
He gets in a fight with his wife a few months ago, and they have a little dispute. He says, "Hey, I'm leaving. I'm going to go, do whatever, go blow some steam off." He goes, disappears for the whole night. His wife's wondering, "Hey, where's Earl at? He hasn't came back home yet." Pulls up the Snapchat, tries to find his location, grabs two other girls, her home girls. They pull up at the location.
One of them carries a knife. One of them brings a knife.
Yeah,
to the
one of
fight.
them brings a
She's fully
knife.
prepared.
They're at an Airbnb or a rental.
Airbnb, it was
It was an Airbnb, and they walk in on Earl and his brother naked with 2 or 3 other girls. Yeah, and the story was first reported that Earl and his brother were in the same bed.
Yeah, I saw that when it first came out. And I was like, wait, what's happening here? I was so confused. I was like, what is going on over there?
And TMZ found out about this, and they called him, just to say, hey, Earl, we heard about this.
Really nice
we
of
want to
them.
let you know, you want to confirm this for us because we're about to put it out.
Really
So he's like, yeah, it happened. Then he gets on his Twitter and says, hey, guys, I want to get in front of this before TMZ lets it out. But yeah, this happened. And, this kind of stuff just happens.
Yeah.
That's what he said.
That's
He
what he
said,
said.
this kind of stuff just
So
happens.
this happens.
Leave-
You left out the best part about.
Wait, what?
Well, not the best. Well, I'm saying the best part is rude. About the gun being to his head.
Oh,
being woken
yeah,
up to a gun?
yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
He left his gun at the crib. He left the crib. Left the gun at the house. Wife when she calls up the home girls. After
Yeah, the
finding them on
homegirls.
Snapchat. Bro, first of all, how you get caught because of Snapchat, bro? You got your location on Snapchat, Earl. On Snapchat, Earl. You know how many other apps you can use your location for that you can cut off when you want? You got on Snapchat. Getting caught because Snapchat is bottom tier ability to cheat. You should never cheat again because you're terrible at it.
Yeah.
Clearly, you got caught because of Snapchat.
It would have been worse. Yes.
Yeah, he did
yes. Yeah, that's.
he said he asked for prayers when the TMZ tweet came out.
This kind of stuff.
This stuff happens. Keep us in your prayers.
It says we try to live the best lives we possibly can. Sometimes it doesn't go as planned. I think the Dixie Chicks wrote a song about him.
Did the mic pick that up?
Oh, God. Earl was wilding, bro.
Can you imagine, Titus, me and you being pastors' kids when the prayer list comes around at church?
And you see Earl pop up.
And Earl put the description in it too.
Yo, it was so
Or
I
Earl
didn't-
just drops the link of the TMZ article
Right.
in there, and the
Right.
email prayer chain. Earl just drops the TMZ link.
So
You better leave that one unspoken.
Yo, so he pulls up. Earl's wife calls a homegirl. Her homegirl brings a knife. She brings the gun from the crib, and they just run up in the house. And the Airbnb, first of all, the Airbnb wasn't locked either.
Yeah.
So you had no locked doors. You got caught because of Snapchat. You did nothing right in the situation. You was possibly at first naked with your brother, but things happen. So, all right, things happen. I guess I don't know what to do for you. Trying to live your best life. Things happen. Guess how it goes, bro. I don't know, but I will say apparently. Oh, and his wife is a bonus, not the expert as well, because she was like, I didn't have a clip in the gun. Like, yeah, you know it's around in the chamber. Oh, didn't check that. How y'all know how to check? How do y'all check? Do all the steps of releasing the clip, and then you don't check the chamber.
Hey, I heard it was a Ruger though, and Rugers can't fire with one in the chamber, you know, without
It was
a
a
clip.
Beretta.
Oh, it was a Beretta.
Yeah. So,
I was trying to make a Tiger King joke.
oh my bad.
No, you're
My
good,
bad.
bro.
But yeah,
You're
so-
good.
Yeah, one in the.
Yeah, it might have been too soon.
Yeah, one in there. So this could have went very left. And then the other part when Earl apparently wrestled the gun from her, the greatest forced fumble of his career. By the way, the greatest strip ever of Earl Thomas's career.
I'm putting that on the poll. I'm putting that on the poll.
Taking the gun, and then she was apparently chasing him around the car. So they were running around the car, and then the cops finally pulled up. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, they were running around the car, like chasing around the car.
Oh my
But
god.
she was still angry.
Dude.
I need the video. One of the friends was allegedly recording this, so I need video.
What
happened?
We got to break.
Best story of the week.
TMZ says in an interview with Earl's alleged mistress at the scene, she claimed that Nina also threatened her and the other women in the house, pointing the gun at them and yelling, "I got something for all you hoes."
Of course, that's what you do. Look, man, when you run up in the spot with the gun, and you see your man,
With
his
an
brother,
unloaded gun.
an unloaded gun, and you see your man, his brother.
Bro, I heard Levitard say 2 days ago, or he said, I'm always against player suspensions or player punishment.
Yeah.
He said, but I'm totally here for Roger Goodell getting behind the podium and saying, we've reviewed Earl Thomas's case, and seeing that his brother was involved is just too weird, and we're having to punish him. Like that being the straight
That's a
reason why
fact.
they punish him is because his brother is involved.
It was really wilding. The Thomas was really wilding, and then just things happen. Like I think what Mike Jones said, it's
Asking
like
for prayers.
yeah. But Mike Jones said this: you're too rich to still live this life, where your friend has friends that pull up with a knife, that just have a knife on them at all times and are ready to go for any action. Like you got too much money to be living like this, and that's true. You don't need to be living, Earl. You don't need to live a world star life, bro. You above that. You bigger than that. Don't live a world star life.
Bruh.
Get out of there.
Hashtag COVID-19, man. That's good.
And I love he tried to get in front of us saying, yeah, it's a story coming out, things happen, pray for us.
Yeah.
Like that could be anything, Earl. This is not stuff happens. This is what are you doing? Stuff happens is like a DUI.
Yeah.
This is this is next level. This is almost an incident. Like, what are you talking about, bro?
It happens, man.
Wow, it does.
Yeah.
It happens, bro. That's what it is. That's what it is.
Dang.
Yeah.
She's fine.
You got more?
No, you're good.
Okay,
Keep
yeah,
going.
yeah,
Keep
that's
going.
fine.
This article says Thomas has recorded 30 interceptions over his 10-year career, but wasn't able to intercept his wife from catching him naked in bed with other women. Oh, and his brother.
Yeah.
She gave him a necklace like 2 days later, like
Aw.
a
Yeah.
diamond encrusted necklace.
How expensive? Does it say how expensive it is? Because that was like a big
It's
necklace.
got a picture of him and his grandfather. It's like a locket.
Yeah,
Wow.
but it
So
was
apparently they're all reconciled together now.
all
Well,
blinged out,
that's-
dude. It
well,
looked
we-
like an.
Yeah.
Stuff happens. I mean, stuff happens in the power
You
of
see-
prayer. All
Our
right.
See Earl
prayers
Thomas.
work.
The prayer will change things. All right. Stuff happens and prayer will change things. All right. The power. Earl. Yo.
Get out of here.
Yes.
No,
Um,
no, babe. It's not what it looks like. This is not what it looks like. No, put
Oh
it
my
down.
God.
Put the gun down.
This is amazing. What an amazing story. And because nothing bad happened, we get to just laugh about it. That's the good part.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
It's great.
yeah,
It's a great
yeah,
story all the
it
way.
is.
And they're reconciled, so
Love. True
it's all
love.
good.
True love can overcome all.
Hey,
being naked with your brother.
I mean, actually, the prayer request must have worked. I mean,
Clearly.
yeah,
God moved fast.
exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Man moves quick. But yeah, so my not the expert of the week goes out to partially. This is a partial. It's like blame for everybody. It's like the UFC and Joe Rogan get my not the expert of the week. Now the UFC put on a really solid event Saturday. I watched it. I didn't necessarily shell out the money for it, but I seen what happened. It was a very solid event. I'm in favor of having no crowds at MMA events ever again. I never want to see a crowd at an MMA event. So the UFC put out a bunch of. They had fighters come in. They had a bunch of standards and protocols and everything, and blah blah blah. All that good stuff happened. And they were like, yeah, our commentators are all going to be 6 feet apart. I mean, they'll be separated. So all the commentators are separated different parts of the cages, different parts around the cage instead of being all together. But, Levi, even though they kept the commentators separated, they still had Joe Rogan doing in-cage interviews after fights with no mask, no gloves, just interviews after the fight, even though we trying to do this as safe as possible and have everybody social distancing. I don't get how that works. It's like halfway social distancing. You could just keep everybody together if you're going to do the interview.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, I'm completely okay with what Joe Rogan
First of all,
did.
you're okay with anything Joe Rogan does. That's the other thing.
No, I'm not okay with anything that Joe Rogan does. Look, I can find some things, okay? But look, he's one of the most healthiest human beings.
Supplemented.
He's supplemented up.
Supplemented.
He's elked up,
healthy.
too. He's got... the dude, he only eats meat that he shot and killed and harvested.
What they got to do with this being stupid?
And it's good meat. And he takes his vitamins every day.
What they got to
He
do with
works
this?
out every day.
This is still incredibly stupid.
Because the corona is nothing to Joe Rogan. He can
He said
squash that
now.
corona.
He probably already got it. I think he had it about 3 a.m. Saturday night.
Maybe, but he's
here's the thing.
asymptomatic.
But the problem with this is that it's not that he probably won't get it. It's the fact that why are we saying we're doing this social distancing event and then we still got to go have this man shake everybody's hands? All the sweaty and bloody hands, by the way. Sweaty and bloody. So that's another transfer of nonsense. And just have everybody doing interviews in the cage. We don't need to do this. It's unnecessary.
Well,
earlier in the week, they literally said we won't be doing interviews because we want to make sure everybody keeps their distance as best as possible. They literally said that earlier in the week. And then night happens, and there he is doing his interviews.
Well, yeah.
They're not the expert of the week.
Look, Dana White had to say that, or what was going to be written about it the next day?
Nothing.
Oh, the UFC, they're going to have interviews and everything.
No, nothing's going to be written about it because everyone had to sign a contract saying they couldn't negatively speak out about UFC's safety procedures.
Like even the press?
Yeah, the people press that was at the event had to sign a contract.
Oh.
Yeah.
Dude, turn up. Is that Dana White's idea?
Who knows? I hate them so much. I can't stand them. But yeah, the fighters had to sign that and the media that was covered the event. But I think the only media there was ESPN and like one other company. Everybody else stays at their crib and does pay-per-view stuff. So they were able to talk about it, but the people actually there couldn't, which is just whatever. They're like the Kevin Durant of organizations. Like when Kevin Durant was in OKC and like they couldn't write anything negative about him. That's how the UFC operates. If you say anything negative about them, they'll like ban you and don't want to let you come to events.
Yeah.
So they're like the KD of that. They're incredibly sensitive, which is why they'll never make it to the mainstream because they don't know how to operate. But yeah, not the expert of the week.
Haven't they already made it to the mainstream? Was it
not the way they
ESPN
want.
the mainstream?
No, that's not the mainstream. That's not what they want. They want like to be taken like one of the big 4 sports.
Oh.
They want that kind of mainstream. They're never. I
don't think fighting will ever get to that level.
Boxing, they can't cross. They can't beat boxing events out. Boxing can hop up to events like boxing does a big event. It breaks. UFC doesn't touch what boxing numbers are.
Yeah, but boxing's nothing like it used to be though.
No, I'm saying if boxing has like a Conor McGregor
but it
fight,
still is. Yeah,
like a Conor McGregor fight might do a couple million. A boxing Floyd Mayweather fight might do 50. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like it's still levels there. When boxing has big names, boxing's big names do better than UFC names, and they make more money than UFC guys.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's just a little inside information. Yeah. So yeah, that's what's up. So yeah, salute to Joe for being out there for the week. Fist bump. Yeah. So guess we can get into our bull stuff, bro. I should slander Tyler, but I'm gonna save it for next week when he comes on the show. Don't worry about it. We're gonna take care of that. We're gonna take care of all of that. So yeah. On to the last dance. The reason we all are here tonight. Stuff happens. Jordan retired. At one point, last night was part 7 and 8, and it covered where they left off on part 6, where Jordan's they just beat the Suns and Jordan officially retires, basically. Yeah, he announced his retirement and the death of his father, which I think played a big role. I mean, of course, it played a big role. That was a really sad. A lot of stuff was just so sad.
Yeah, it was
last
sad.
Night.
I felt like they did a good job though. They set up the sad stuff up 1st. got it out of the way, and then it was just enjoyment
Yeah, that's a
for
fact.
the rest of the time. So shout out to the directors or producer, Scott Hare. How do you say his name?
I have no
Is
idea.
it
honestly.
Scott?
I just keep
Anyways,
seeing interviews, with him,
Hare,
but I don't know how to say it.
Hehir,
Yeah.
Hare,
Yeah.
something like that. But yeah, really sad. I already knew about Jordan's. I knew Jordan's father was murdered.
Right.
I knew he didn't die of like natural causes or
Yeah.
anything. But yeah, just reliving it and I guess getting to see a little bit more and actually getting to hear MJ being more introspective about it was interesting. But yeah, it was really sad.
Jason.
Jason Hare.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think it's
Yeah,
Hare.
that sounds right to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. we'll go
But
with that.
it's very obvious that was his best friend.
yeah, for sure.
And so yeah,
sure.
that was sad.
It was,
I
man.
can't
and-
describe it anyway.
Yeah, honestly.
Anyway else
Honestly,
than that.
yeah. And when you're already like suffering from burnout, he was
Yeah.
kind of burnt out with the sport anyway. And then that happens, like you just want to get away from everything.
Was it the season before he was already? Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Is it-
It was right after the third championship.
I thought it okay, well,
I believe.
this might have been in something different I listened to, but he was already entertaining the idea after
Oh, a
his
retirement.
second
Yeah.
championship.
He was talking. Yeah.
But he had to beat out
he wanted to get the three-peat.
yeah, he wanted to
Yeah.
get three-peat because Bird and Magic
He hadn't
never
done
did a
it.
three-peat.
Right.
So that gets into the JCD a little bit
yeah,
that we'll cover.
yeah, we'll get that in a second.
But it was
A little
really
bit.
interesting
It
to me
was.
though.
Yeah, it was. But yeah, that whole story about his dad's death was just wild. And then I can't imagine how much worse it was made by people trying to kind of blame you for it, like just
Good
speculating
God,
about
dude.
you being the cause of it.
Yeah.
And people think like media is mean today. That was terrible.
Yeah. You know what I've learned in this documentary, man?
What's that?
I feel like the media was way more vicious back in the 90s, like the
I think
80s
so.
and 90s than
I
it
think
is
so,
today.
honestly. And I think part of it is guys can tell their own story better today.
Yeah.
Like you can control your story a little bit better.
Well, yeah,
in social media age.
with social media
Yeah.
and you got also back in the day, yeah, the press was that was the one place you could go was the newspapers
Mhm.
and TVs and that was it and you couldn't really do much of your own research.
Yes.
There wasn't internet out there
Yes.
for it. And so yeah, I mean those were the people you hung on to for every word or every bit of information that you were going to get.
Right.
And so they had fun with it. They liked to run with things, and so it's disrespectful.
It was incredibly disrespectful.
And props to Jordan for handling it because I have no idea how I couldn't have
like
handled
that,
that,
nah.
and I don't know how a lot of other people
Yeah.
would be able to handle that.
Yeah, that was some next level stuff, man. And
Yeah.
then- yeah, and we get into how he dealt, and he just, he stopped playing basketball, and then we get to era to era, Jordan playing baseball.
Yeah, so we go error to error,
I love
error
that.
Jordan to error Jordan. People really all right. So the media wasn't only disrespectful about Jordan, losing his father, saying his gambling ties might have caused it, but then they just want to throw more poop on the man and say it's a disrespect to baseball that
Yeah.
he's playing. That he decides to hop in, which
Nothing does old tradition like baseball.
exactly, which okay, it's irresponsible and it's stupid, but at the same time, I guess I can kind of see it with just because people have said it the same thing about Tim Tebow too, that it was disrespectful for baseball because you do see this high profile athlete in a
Mhm.
sport, which Tebow, he just ended up wasn't successful enough. And so he
Right.
had to find a different option.
Right.
Jordan was just looking for a way out and wanted to honor his father. But yeah, they got the clout of, they just got to jump from, a pro team from one sport to a pro team to another sport.
Right.
And a lot of people wouldn't be able to do that. You can't just say, oh,
Yeah.
yeah, I played high school baseball. Send me to the AA
Yeah,
or AAA. So I think that's why they thought it was disrespectful because, that could have been another dude that he took a spot from a dude, who's
Right.
been working like a college kid who could have made it up there.
Yeah.
So that's a little bit of it, but no, it's still stupid.
Right.
And
It's like
yeah,
he's really good at this sport. So what wants to do about it?
yeah,
Like Dion was really good at football. Also pretty good at baseball.
Mhm.
You got to go over there and do both. But yeah,
Bo Jackson.
Bo Jackson, yes.
Yeah.
Russell
Also,
keeps getting drafted and signed by teams and keeps going to camps randomly.
who?
Russell Wilson.
He is?
He was.
Oh, he
before.
would.
Yeah,
Yeah,
before,
yeah.
before he got the big money, he would
Yeah.
just go to baseball camps.
Yeah, for sure.
Baseball spring camps just because.
That's the way to do it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Just show up and leave.
I just learned too, which we're gonna mention this name later, I'm sure. But Scott Burrell. Did you know Scott Burrell was a first round MLB
I didn't
draft
know that.
pick?
Really?
Yeah.
And he chose to just be abused by Jordan?
Yeah.
Wow. That's
Did not know that.
respect to you, man.
And respect to Scott for not bringing that up,
Right.
telling Jordan he was a better baseball player than him.
That would have went poorly for him.
He would have been.
Oh my God.
He would have been the first guy to be punched in the face,
That's a fact. Quickly.
not Kerr.
Quickly. But yeah, the baseball thing was interesting to talk about. I didn't know Terry Francona was his one of his managers.
Did
at the
not
time.
know that either.
That was pretty cool to hear from him.
Also, did not know the Birmingham Barons are Birmingham, Alabama. I always thought there's a lot of Birminghams out
you
there,
saying,
and I didn't
Birmingham,
know
England?
Birmingham, Alabama had a triple A or a double A team.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah, so I thought it was
Alright.
like Birmingham, New
England?
York, or something like
Oh,
that,
okay.
or not
I thought it was
England,
Yeah.
but yeah, I don't know.
they're
That
the
was
Barons.
weird.
It's a British word, right?
I
But
think
yeah,
so.
I think I knew that. Well, I guess I just assumed that. I just assumed it was
For some
Alabama.
reason, my mind went
But
to a different place.
Didn't they have the location in Space Jam when they had him doing baseball stuff? Didn't they have the Alabama location? Then it's to like Birmingham, Alabama in Space Jam at one point. I don't remember.
Maybe.
they
I mean, like his wife was just wearing Birmingham Barons gear. That's all I
that's right,
remember
that's
from
right,
it.
That's right.
From that.
Yeah.
But when it comes to baseball and Jordan, people kind of, I don't know. He's a pretty good baseball player,
He was
and if
fine.
it wasn't for
The
the
strike.
'94 strike,
Yeah.
Jordan would have retired a baseball player.
I've always been under the impression he was terrible at baseball. And I
Mhm.
thought it was because it's basically because of Space Jam, because he couldn't hit anything in Space Jam. So I thought he was awful. I was like, oh, I guess he was terrible at baseball. That's always
Yeah.
what I thought. But then it's like, no, he was a decent baseball player.
Mhm.
And to just jump into AA and the numbers he put up were pretty solid.
Yeah,
And that just goes to speak to his like level of crazy.
and baseball is one of those things that, in my opinion, it's the hardest sport.
Oh, 100%.
Besides golf, maybe.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
the thing that those two sports have in common is that it's a skilled craft that you have to, it takes years and years to
Right.
build upon.
Right.
And Jordan had 1 year to do it.
Yeah.
And he almost, made his hands fall off. Like, because he
Yeah.
can't do it. I mean, he
Yeah.
spent 20 hours in a day, in a batting cage. And you
Right.
can't do that.
No,
it takes
no.
years to build upon that.
Yeah. And like you said, golf and baseball, those two sports where you can do everything right and you still might knock it into the water.
Yeah.
Or like strike out.
Exactly.
No matter what you do. Like it's such a difficult. Yeah. Baseball is the hardest. Hitting the baseball is one of the hardest things to do.
Yeah, it is,
Yeah.
no doubt. And I do want to bring this up though.
Mhm.
So we had this conversation last week about it, and it's a reoccurring conversation between everybody. But we like to say, "Oh, Jordan never stood for anything," or Jordan never came out there and was a champion for civil rights or other issues.
Yeah.
Jordan stood up for something here. He said, "Hey, I'm not going to be a replacement player in the MLB during this strike. I'm
Yeah.
not going to help, the organization out by coming in since all these MLB players
mean,
are." So hey,
was the one time
that is one thing. That is one notch on his belt right there.
How much of it was Jordan being like, you're not calling me a replacement anything? And how much of it was Jordan being like, this is the one time I have some control. I got to go back to Jerry Krause if I play basketball.
Oh, you know
Think
what?
about
I
that.
do like that theory of I'm not a replacement. You think
Yeah.
you're calling me a
Jordan,
replacement?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine that.
No, I'm gonna
Yeah.
earn the MLB the right way.
Yeah. Yeah. I can see him doing that for
But
sure.
I imagine,
But yeah.
how Girl Scouts and Boy Scouts, they get badges for like things. So if
That's
we
his-
had to
that's
say,
his
Jordan,
one-
do you have a stand up badge? Did you stand up for anything, Jordan? Well, yeah. I said I wouldn't be a replacement player in the MLB. Oh, great. Here's your badge.
Oh my God.
So he's got it on the Boy Scout uniform of life.
the
The
Boy Scout uniform on life.
Yeah,
That's legendary.
the stand up badge.
Fantastic. His baseball career is very, very interesting. It was cool to hear. It was cool to see that side. And here he had 13 hit streak at first, and then they started throwing other pitches at him. He was like, "Oh, wait a minute." Yeah, like a 13 game streak, and they started throwing other pitches. He was like, "Whoa, what is this stuff, guys? What are you doing? I thought we just agreed to one pitch." But yeah, salute to baseball, Jordan. What happened?
let's be honest. Y'all need to talk about how Leroy Jenkins happened 15 years ago.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that later. It's on docket. Please understand. Leroy Jenkins will be acknowledged. All right, relax.
I thought it was funny because it was brought up like right before.
Oh yeah,
right
before we started. Yeah, I talked about yeah. Relax. Leroy will always be acknowledged. True legend. But yeah, then we can get to. I guess that's all for the baseball thing.
Yeah. So quit disrespecting Jordan for
his baseball.
Baseball.
It's a fact. He was better than me. I was terrible at baseball.
Oh, better than me too.
Baseball.
I was a really good fielder in baseball. But terrible hitter. But I could field, dude. I could field.
Yeah, that was me, bro. Like fielding was fun. Hitting, I don't like that. I don't like saying that ball looks like it's coming too close to my face. I don't like none of that.
Oh yeah, dude.
Where you going with that ball?
Third base, shortstop, lock it down out there like
like
a Andrelton Simmons.
That's a legend right there. I like him. That's facts. That's like one of the few baseball players' names that I know. It's like Andrelton Simmons. Yeah, I know him for sure. So yeah, we'll get into the bossy of boss moves. When Jordan had to film Space Jam, one of the greatest sports films that ever happened.
Got the Jordan Dome.
Yes, the best fictional sports movie ever is Space Jam.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, there's nothing else to talk about. Don't bring me Hoosiers. Don't bring me Blue Chips. Blue Chips is solid. Don't bring me Blue Chips. It's Space Jam, #1.
Ooh,
nah, they're up
Mighty
there.
Ducks is
Mighty
good,
Ducks is up there. Mighty Ducks is definitely up there. But they ruined themselves by having what, 3 of them?
Yeah. Didn't they have 3? The first one was the best one.
If they would have stopped at 1, they'd have been better off. But they made 3.
Yeah.
So yeah. When Jordan was filming Space Jam, he was like, "Well, I'm getting back into basketball, so I kind of need a gym because He already committed doing the movie like the summer before, but then he decided to go back to basketball. He's like, I need a gym. And they're like, don't worry, we'll build you a gym on the Warner Brothers set.
Yep.
We'll take care of all of that. And bruh, it wasn't like a gym in a house. Like, it's got like the one goal, like half a court. They built him a full court real gym
with the hardwood and everything,
floor,
and
the lines
and weight machines off to the
all
side.
Of it. They built him everything, bruh. That's such a baller move. It is. I like how the director's like, "Oh, we'll take care of that. Don't worry, we'll get that done. We will absolutely get that done quickly and easily." And they got it done. And then he had like probably the greatest pickup games to ever be played in basketball history. Yeah. I mean, Reggie Miller, Patrick Ewing, all kind of just great players showing up. Sean Bradley was there. Like, they got everybody to show up. Dennis was there. I would not want to play pickup basketball against Dennis Rodman. Would you?
With Dennis Rodman?
Yeah.
No,
that sounds terrible. Like, call your own foul.
Yeah.
Pickup basketball with Dennis Rodman. Like, that's.
I like the call your own foul detail in it.
Yeah, that was a very specific detail that they felt needed to be added.
And I feel like these full games should be released to the public. We should be able to watch these, especially during this time.
Yeah, I want to see the whole thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Sure. That can be an ESPN special.
Dude, that would generate just as many views as The Last Dance has.
It for sure would.
So after The Last Dance, just follow it by each Sunday night. Give us one of the each of those games.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
I agree. Yep. That don't cost you nothing, ESPN, but shout us out if you do it.
You're welcome.
Yeah, you're absolutely welcome for that. So yeah, salute that. Those games look so much fun, and I think Reggie said that's one of the best games just played in general. I mean, it's like an all-star game, but pickup basketball.
Yeah,
where they actually want to win, and it's not just there's no reason to do flashy dunks. There are no fans there. It's out here just doing basketball stuff, just being highly skilled at our jobs. That was such a dope thing to see, and like I said, boss move because Jordan had the whole thing built. Jordan got a Hollywood studio to build him a basketball set. I mean,
it's it would be iconic, like the Prince crew versus the Charlie Murphy crew.
Shout out to the Chappelle Show. Shout out to the Chappelle Show.
I need that full tape release too.
Yeah, for sure. Shout out to Aurelio. He said, what foul would be what Dennis Rodman would say if you call it a foul. But what foul?
Yeah, what foul?
Yeah, you weren't calling no fouls. I bet no one called a foul. Somebody probably got elbowed too.
Yeah, I imagine Jordan didn't call any fouls.
No. I don't think anyone did.
Yeah.
I feel like they won. I feel like you had to get like egregiously fouled. Somebody had to go ooh, and then they would call it for you. Like if you got a ooh from the crowd,
yeah,
probably from one of the players, like okay, that's a foul. Clearly, he said ooh. You clearly hit me too hard. Give my free throws. Yeah. I feel like that's how that had to go.
Yeah.
But you needed support from someone else first before you called your own foul, or you needed to be bleeding or unable to see out of one eye. Those are the way you get a foul call for sure. But yeah, I'm with you. Release those games to the public.
Yeah.
Release the tapes. Release the tapes. So yeah, salute. That's the Jordan Dome. I like the names, by the way.
Yeah.
Jordan Dome.
The Jordan Dome.
Yeah, you kind of killed it with the names on the sheet today.
Oh, appreciate it.
Yeah, man. absolutely.
Well,
And the Jordan Dome leads to another
another
thing.
name, yeah,
Yes.
or
Because
acronym.
what this was Jordan. So Jordan was at the studio he was filming for 10 hours. He had a 2-hour. He would film. Then he had a 2-hour break. We would go work out,
Mhm.
and then at 7:00.
That's when he played pickup games.
Yeah, he would go play pickup games at 7:00.
Yeah.
And maybe playing until like 9 or 10:00.
Mhm.
And then he'd be filming at 6 a.m.
Yeah.
And then be working out again on his 2-hour break for the whole time they were filming this movie.
Yeah.
That is an insane work schedule. And you can only do that if you have a condition called JCD.
Mhm.
Yeah, we talking what JCD is?
JCD is Jordan Competitiveness Disorder.
It's a serious thing.
Yeah. It's something I wish I suffered from though.
I'm glad you don't.
Yeah. Somebody else who I think suffered from JCD, maybe not quite to the amount. So everybody's been talking about, I've heard a lot of people float out. Yeah, imagine if Jordan wasn't good and he had the JCD,
Yeah,
how
yeah.
annoying that would be.
Yeah.
I heard a Lance Stevenson comparison.
Ooh.
I'd like to think of Rudy. You ever seen Rudy?
I
You seen
haven't.
Rudy? Yeah.
But talk to me.
All right. So Rudy, you know the story of Rudy,
underdog
right? Yeah.
guy went to Notre Dame.
Rudy did the exact same thing in the movie.
Okay.
Now the movie is quite a bit of a stretch of what really happened to Rudy,
okay.
but in the movie, yeah, Rudy was on the practice squad, doing the same thing, getting up in the starting players' faces, challenging them. Like one of the offensive linemen, he just kind of let Rudy go or just gave him a little shove or whatever because he was twice the size of Rudy. Didn't really have to block him like that. Coach gets mad, blows the whistle. It's like, because, dude didn't give him full effort. He didn't treat it like a game-like situation.
Right.
And before the coach can even get it onto the offensive lineman, Rudy's already in his face, shoving him. You're gonna block me like that? You gonna disrespect me like that? Huh? How about you really block, huh? How about you really show me what a block is, huh?
So he was
huh? Huh? Yeah. And I'm like, dude, you suck. Like, don't get in my face telling me how pathetic. I was doing you a favor. I was trying not to injure you even more than you've already been beaten up throughout this whole practice.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's how I imagine it. If Jordan, it'd just be like having a Rudy on your team. Somebody who really sucked, but they're always just in your face. Is that all you got, punk?
Was Tebow a little bit of that in the NFL? Because he was.
I don't know. I feel like Tebow knew his role though when he got to the NFL.
But he screamed a lot. He was very intense.
I feel like Tebow just prayed.
Maybe he wasn't
at awkward at times when they're like, dude, we already prayed like 5 minutes ago in the locker room. Like we really got to pray again.
Maybe.
I really feel like that's what he did.
You might be right. You might be right. But okay, so Rudy was out here the underdog, but also trying to lead at the same time.
Yeah,
trying to be an aggressive leader guy.
Yeah,
that's annoying. I can't imagine
that is the worst.
Oh my god, get out of my face.
Yeah,
bro. Like,
I had one of those dudes in basketball.
No,
it was the worst.
Make a shot.
Yeah,
before you get in my face talking.
Exactly.
Yeah, but so JCD is a disease, is a disorder, as we said.
Yeah,
it might lead to you making up a story about a dude named LeBradford Smith who just had one good game, and then you claim that he said "good game, Mike" when you played terribly.
Yeah,
and then you went out there and gave him 35 and a half, 40 and a half.
Yeah,
and then they ask you years later, do you say, like, no, he didn't say anything to me? Like, what? It might lead you to getting mad because George Karl didn't shake your hand at a restaurant and going, that's it. That was all I needed to know that I was going to be angry for the whole series.
Yeah.
Chill, just a tiny bit. This is crazy. Bro, can you imagine living your life just trying to find ways people slighted you?
Dude, all right. So, yeah.
Do you get mad? Like,
JCD is, I'm not a doctor.
Okay.
I'm not an expert, but I'm going to go out on a limb and say JCD is in the same family of schizophrenia.
Oh, interesting.
Could you say that? Could we say that?
You probably a little bit. Maybe. Break it down.
Let's see. It's a long-term mental disorder of a type involving a breakdown in the relationship between the thought, emotion, and behavior, leading to faulty perception, inappropriate actions, and feelings. So yeah, it's just like where you're always interpreting something that's not really going on,
Yeah.
So, LeBradford.
Yeah, LeBradford Smith.
Yeah, LeBradford Smith tells Jordan, "Good game." Oh, good game.
That's what you think?
You're gonna tell me good game? You're gonna tell me good
You
game
dare?
after you just had a good game? Get out of here with that. I'll show you a good game, and that's what he did. He went out there and showed him a good game
Yeah.
next time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And George Karl didn't shake his hand. Like, oh, you not gonna shake my hand? Cool. All right.
Yeah.
That's all I need right there.
So
And if George Karl shakes his hand, do you think George Karl's thinking if I shake his hand, he's gonna take that as offense? So he doesn't shake his hand, but then he doesn't shake his hand, and Michael still takes offense. You can't win. You can't win. He's gonna find a way to be mad.
If George Karl could do this over again, he's shaking his hand. That's what he's doing.
He what? I'm sorry.
If George Karl could do this all over again.
He
He's
shakes his
shaking his hand. Yeah, he's like.
But
"Hey,
then
man."
Michael's like, oh, he shaking my hand. He must think he got an edge on me. Like, what if he shakes hand and goes, see you? What if he shakes hand and goes like, see you tomorrow night? Like, you see me? What you think this is?
Yeah,
Like,
that's true.
He'd find a way. He would
You think
find a
you
way
can
to get
see me?
Exactly.
I'm John
He would-
Cena, ho.
he
You
would
can't see me.
He would find a way to get mad, bro. Like Jordan would just find a way to get upset. And,
Yeah, exactly.
yeah, no matter what you do.
It's a trait
This
that
is
many
JCD.
serial killers possess,
That's a fact.
Titus. But
That is true.
Jordan was able to take this nasty See, look, Jordan learned from his father. You turn the negatives into positives. So
See.
Jordan was told at a young age, hey, man, you got something called JCD. Serial killers have it. A lot of people in mental institutions have it. But, find a way to make it into a good thing. And so Jordan was like, what if I just become the best basketball player of all time? And they're
Hey.
like, yes, that's it.
That's
Do
how you
that.
do it. That's
Just
how you
don't
do
kill
it.
anybody.
Right.
And
It's so
stay away from a
crazy.
guy named Earl Thomas.
For sure. Yeah, and his brother. Yeah, good call.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the thing with the JCD is that it bled into his leadership. Earl Thomas thinks- the thing with the JCD is that it bled into his leadership style, to where if you didn't suffer from JCD, he didn't really like you that much,
Mhm.
which is an interesting way to lead. Okay, so I was thinking on this, right? This is something I actually really did want to talk about. I get everything he said last night, like when he broke down, had a little moment where he had to call for a TV break or whatever.
Yeah.
I understand exactly what he's saying,
Mhm.
but in a way, I think, like, I get leading by example is one thing, but also as a leader, to me, it's not leading in one style. Or a leader doesn't lead in one style. A leader adapts to who they have.
Mhm.
Like, some people don't respond to you screaming at them messing up stuff. Like, people don't respond to that. People don't respond to a soft touch. People don't respond to a difficult touch. People respond to, like, you actually explain them. People don't, like, everybody's different. So
Yeah.
I think, to me, leadership is adapting to that. Not trying to make everyone follow your specific style of who you are as a person.
Mhm.
Because who you are is not who I am. We're different
Mhm.
people. So we have to learn each other. You have to learn how to understand what someone's strengths. Well, he knows what strengths and weaknesses are,
Mhm.
but you have to understand that maybe they can't do this, but you can't make them move the way you move. Like, if you want them to work at your level, for sure, I get that. But to me, just berating people all the time is not treat everyone with the same leadership of like being berating them or whatever is not like. And to me, nothing they showed in the movie was in the 30 for 30 was that bad last
Yeah.
night in terms of his leadership. But I know Armstrong was like, was he a nice guy? I mean, no, he didn't want to say no. But he wanted to say no.
BJ Armstrong kind of reminds me of Isaiah Thomas. I feel like BJ, and I think if we go back, I think BJ Armstrong was like I think he was the only one when they were talking about Isaiah Thomas. I think he defended Isaiah Thomas. He was like the one out of all of them that defended him.
I didn't catch it. I
I'm
don't
pretty
remember.
sure.
I
Yeah,
don't
because when BJ said that, he was like, "Nah, he's not a nice guy or whatever." And I was like, that dude defended Isaiah Thomas. I'm pretty sure he did. I said, I know whose team he's been, like, whose side he's been on this whole time.
But I mean, the thing was, he didn't really say it in a negative way. He didn't do it in an Isaiah Thomas shady way. He was just like kind of giving his real perspective on what he felt like Isaiah was.
Yeah.
I think Scotty alluded to it with like Jordan's more of the bad guy, and that allowed me to come in to be like the
Nice guy, yeah.
yeah.
Good
That
cop,
kind of
bad cop.
yeah, that balance works. But it's like, for me, I think a true great leader is someone who knows how to talk to everybody in there
Mhm.
under them. And I don't think Jordan knew that. I don't think Jordan cared to know it. But I think that goes to but it all gets forgiven because he won a lot.
Yeah.
They won a lot.
Well, I don't think
And I
any of
think-
us characterize Jordan as a great leader. He's a great basketball
feel like-
player.
I feel like when you win, people merge the two. People assume because you're winning, you're like a great leader as well.
Well,
You know what I'm saying?
I
A lot of
wouldn't-
people praise that, like that punching people in the face thing. A lot of people love that story. Like, yeah, he punched him in the face. He was so competitive. Don't touch me.
Well-
Don't touch me, bro. Don't touch me.
in the end, though, okay, spin zone. Let's I wouldn't care. Okay, maybe some people do that. They mesh the two.
Yeah.
great basketball player and
Yeah.
great leader. I would say he's a great basketball player, and I wouldn't say he's a great leader, but I would say he's a good leader.
Oh
And the-
yeah.
yeah.
I wouldn't call him a bad leader. I just don't think it's like from the way I operate. That leadership style wouldn't mesh with me.
Yeah.
Like looking from my perspective, like don't watch your mouth, bro.
And it
Like-
didn't seem. I mean, this was really his leadership style when he came back too. I don't think this was him.
Yeah,
you know,
I wonder.
The first
Yeah, they didn't talk about it that
years.
much.
Yeah, so they
before
made it
years.
seem like this was when he came back,
That's
and
true.
they had a great first season without him.
Yeah.
But the second season was
They were aight.
yeah, they were all right, but they were lacking something, and he saw it as they were getting complacent, and that's why they weren't being as good as they should have been. And so he saw personalities like Scott Burrell and, new members on the team like Steve Kerr, and he was like, hey, I got to iron sharpens iron. I got to come in here, berate them. I got to make them tough, because if they can't handle me trash talking, they couldn't handle the press. They couldn't handle the fans. They couldn't handle the other team trash talking.
It's a weak argument though.
I mean,
It's a spin cycle.
it's
for
the
sure.
JCD. I
It
mean,
is
it's
the
JCD.
Yeah, from the JCD perspective, it makes sense for sure.
Yeah.
But, like the funniest thing about that, I mean, he was like Kerr and those guys came around. Kerr and Luke Longley came around the success that we had, and I'm like, y'all went in here, we were terrible. I'm like, Jordan, that was a long time ago. You did a lot to change it, bruh. And you
Yeah.
just got here. You don't know what they're made of.
All right, yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I
Like,
think
you
that's
just
what
got
part
here,
of it
bruh.
was, though, is that he got to. So they were getting to reap what he sowed, and it pissed him off.
This is like the
and it's
the-
JCD.
It is JCD. It's like that strategy of, this happened to me as a child, so it needs to happen to you too. Like, no, it doesn't. It doesn't have to happen to me. You'll be okay without that.
Yeah.
You'll be all right.
Yeah.
you can. There are other ways.
Look,
But yeah, the JCD. We have a comment. He wanted them that. My dad says he wanted them that hunger for greatness as he did. You don't lace them up or put on the uniform unless you come to win. This is what he wanted, and I get that's what he wanted. I'm just saying there are different ways to go about it than just I'm gonna talk crazy to you
yeah.
and punch you in the face.
At
Can
the
we talk
end,
about the fight?
do what?
Can we talk about the Steve Kerr fight?
Yeah.
Because this fight has been told in a way that made like Steve Kerr's got punched in the face and nothing else happened.
Well,
Steve Kerr was tired of Jordan's guff. That's what
Mhm.
happened. He was sick of his guff.
I've heard a few different versions, because I've heard one version that Jordan didn't even punch him back. I thought it was Steve Kerr that punched him in the face, and that was it.
Mm.
And Jordan
Never heard
just
that
like shook
version.
his hand and was like, "Thank you, that's what I was wanting."
No, I never heard that version.
Yeah.
No, that's
No,
yeah.
I mean, I think
Kerr's always acknowledged he got punched in the face. Kerr's
Yeah.
always acknowledged that.
Well-
Part. But I never heard he punched Jordan in the chest. He was over it.
I
Sick of that
think-
guff.
I think Jordan was very pleased at the fact that
He was.
Kerr punched him in
He
the
absolutely was.
chest.
He was upset he got kicked out of practice. He was like he enjoyed it.
He apologized to him.
He did.
And he respected Kerr. He
Yeah.
stood his ground.
Yeah,
And that's
Kerr
what he
was-
wanted the whole time. He was like, he probably said on that phone, he didn't tell the whole conversation. He just said, yeah, I called Steve up, said, hey, man, I'm really sorry about that. It was uncalled for. But what I really like to think is, hey, man, you know what? I know I pushed you really hard yesterday. And I want to say, I'm sorry, but thank you for not being a little B like Scotty is, like Scott Burrell is. And this is what I was waiting for. I wanted somebody to punch me back.
Scott Burrell's
So
just
thank you, dude.
Scott Burrell's just a nice guy. He
Much
didn't care.
respect. That's
Scott
what he said. That's what
Scott
Jordan
Burrell's
said
reaction
in
to everything
it.
was funny because Scott Burrell's like, I really don't care about any of this, bro.
Yeah.
Like, whatever.
No, shout out to
Whatever,
Scott,
Jordan.
'cause
Yeah, Scott literally just let everything roll off.
Chill
he
factor.
was the definition of aloof.
Yeah.
He's like the most aloofiest person ever.
Yeah.
Like Jordan's talking crazy and like, yeah, all right,
Yeah.
cool. I'm
But-
just gonna smile.
Jordan was trying to squeeze that lemon,
He was
try to get that juice out of
He was.
him.
I
You
said a
know?
Chick-fil-A flashback when you said that.
He's
Oh God, lemons.
trying to get all the potential out of him.
He was.
Look, in retrospect,
And-
even Steve Kerr said it, man. It was a good thing.
He said it was good for him because he stood his ground. Maybe
He
it
stood
shaped
his
Steve
ground.
Kerr's
They
entire
had to
career.
they gained a mutual respect, and
Yeah.
that was it for him.
Yeah, and I mean, even Phil tried to curb JCD a little bit because Jordan was saying Phil was trying to tell him, "Look, you gotta calm down.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
you're doing too much."
In Phil fashion.
Yeah, which makes me wonder how crazy. I want to know what the loss footage is that they didn't use and how crazy it looked.
Yeah.
'Cause I know Jordan didn't prove everything. Of course
Mhm.
not. But I like to know how really crazy that. Release those tapes too. Release
Oh,
those
yeah.
tapes and the game tapes. I want to see the real practice tapes of Jordan just berating everybody. Because nothing they've shown about him talking to people, to me, nothing they've shown in the documentary warranted like him like talking about whether his teammates liked him and or whether people liked him and stuff like that. Like nothing they showed in the documentary warranted that kind of reaction.
Mm-hmm.
Because like, so what's behind the scenes that they're not showing? Because everything they're showing on TV is pretty like regular to me, as far as I'm concerned.
Well,
And I wonder if they knew they would be uncensored, if they would show more. Because they didn't. I don't think the director said he didn't know they were going to do the uncensored thing.
oh really?
Yeah, he didn't know that at first. They just made that decision late. So I
they
wonder
might
if
have
they knew
shown
that.
more then.
Yeah, they might.
But also, this might have
Release
been a
the-
thing where Jordan had to, get the final,
Yeah, the final say-so,
release,
yeah.
final
Yeah,
say
that's
so.
true. Release
But-
the B-roll this summer too.
Yeah,
All the B-roll footage.
but I think, look, in retrospect, whatever. The conversation should just be, look, it's not the best way to go about it in leadership.
Yeah.
Let's not call him a great leader.
Yeah. Don't
But
try
in
and model yourself after
hindsight-
Jordan. You like people that run a regular job. Don't try and do no Jordan stuff at your regular job.
Yeah, exactly.
Please.
Exactly.
Please don't.
Don't walk up into my job trying to
Right.
Jordan me, about making chicken. So
right. Like, don't
yeah.
try it. Please keep that leave that for the sport.
are you giving 110% of that
That's
chicken?
it's like these chefs that like try and be Gordon Ramsay at their restaurants.
Oh yeah,
Like, you're not Ramsay. You're
Yeah.
not Ramsay. This ain't TV. Watch him out.
exactly,
Get some grease in your face.
exactly.
Relax.
But Jordan also a Hall of Fame trash talker though.
Absolutely.
he had some good lines
He
in
did.
there.
He
Yeah,
did.
he's pretty funny.
Yeah,
dude.
he's very good at it.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
He's highly skilled in the art for
Yeah.
sure. What's
Shout
funny
out.
to me is how like Jordan's accent comes out more in this, like
Mhm.
in the old footage than it does now. It's like, oh yeah, he is straight from Carolina.
Yeah.
Like Wilmington. It's a really country part of Carolina. It like just shows up in the show, and it's really funny to hear
Yeah.
that come out. But yeah,
Yeah.
be careful if you stuff from JCD. Be very, very good, or be in charge of people who can't do anything, like a college coach or something,
Mhm.
because they can't do anything about it.
JCD is definitely a blessing and a curse.
Yeah, for sure.
It
For
it
sure.
really is because
Like you might win, but you might also not recognize if you don't get out. Because I think Kobe had JCD,
no, for sure.
but
for
Kobe
sure.
got out of basketball, and then I think he got all of his JCD out of him.
Yeah.
Like, I just don't think he
Look,
was like that anymore.
Kobe being the brilliant mind that
Mhm.
Kobe was
Yeah.
and what he was I mean, he mirrored everything
Right.
that Jordan did, or
Everything.
he was able to take all the notes from what Jordan did
Right.
and make them better because that's
Right.
what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to learn from your predecessors
For sure.
and try to perfect it or
Yeah.
make it even better. And so that's what he did. He had the JCD,
He did.
but he was able to harness it into a more positive way.
That is a
But
fact.
Jordan would not be Jordan without JCD. Like you can't
Nah.
be the GOAT without having that type of like competitive nature cuz he got bored with it. I mean, he had to come up with these things in his head just to make him cuz think about it at the time. Like at the
This is
time
interesting.
there was nothing to surpass. Like there really
Yeah.
wasn't. He was already at the pinnacle. Like he was already
It is.
claimed Air Jordan the greatest of all time. Like so what else did he have to prove to anybody?
Yeah.
And so
yeah.
that's what he had to do. Like he had to keep coming up with things in his mind just to push himself to
Yeah,
keep
and fighters do that a lot. I know some fighters do that. Well, some fighters have done that. I know BJ Penn was big for that. He would just find a reason to dislike his opponent.
Yeah.
And then one time he couldn't find a reason because dude was just being nice to him.
Yeah.
And he lost the fight.
Yeah. That's what happens. I mean, when you have it's like anything in life. When there's no competition, like it's hard to
No,
further
yeah.
yourself
Yeah,
or
for
further
sure,
anything.
For sure. When you're chasing,
Like,
when the thing you're chasing, you get it. This is why you're retired. Part
Yeah.
of why you're retired. Like you get it, it's over with. But
Yeah.
you still have, find the drive. But the drive is great. It's just depending on how you carry it out
Yeah.
for people. But yeah, that thing sums it up pretty
See,
much.
I think things would have been a lot smoother, say if Jordan was playing today, or maybe put it in the whole LeBron perspective. If there wasn't a Jordan before LeBron, LeBron could go ahead and claim, the greatness or whatever, and he probably wouldn't have to push it. He could retire right now and be deemed the greatest of all time, but he
Jordan
can't
retired,
do that
Jordan
now.
retired at 3 and was considered the best ever. I don't know when the standards changed where you had to have all these championships to be the best ever, but Jordan retired at 3 and they were like, yeah, he's the greatest player ever. Like they
Yeah.
were saying that last night.
Well,
Very interesting when that changed.
yeah, I think it was more of because Magic had more than him.
Yeah,
How many did Bird have?
Magic had more. I think Bird had 3.
Bird had
Yeah, I think
three.
Bird had
Yeah.
3. Magic had 5, I believe.
I think it was the whole three-peat that really shocked everybody. But also,
Yeah.
too, when you had Larry Bird, who went on record like saying, "Oh, that was God,"
Yeah.
disguised as
Yeah.
Michael Jordan. You had all these greats pretty much passing him the torch or just giving him the crown and
That's
saying,
true.
"Nah, this dude's way better than like we ever were or will be."
Right.
So with all that, like having to put all that into context, yeah, the dude was sitting pretty high. With
Yeah.
today, people will still argue till their face is blue of who's better, like LeBron or Jordan, and that's because nothing has been like so. if LeBron had more rings than Jordan, then yeah, it wouldn't be that much more of an that much of an argument. But there is something there for him to compete against.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
you got to
weird.
have the JCD,
It's
man.
weird. Do you have to have it though? Magic got 5. I don't think Magic had it.
But
I don't think you have to. I don't think you have to have it.
I mean, you
I
don't
think it's
have
a
to
myth
have
that you
it.
have to have it. I think people like that when people have it because it's like more fun to talk about than
Yeah.
like boring leaders. Tim Duncan got 5. I don't think Tim Duncan's a crazy person.
Yeah, but think
People like
about
Tim
everything
Duncan.
that went into it, though. I mean, so with Jordan and the first 3, it was just him and Pippen, really. You didn't have the whole squad together. Duncan, I mean, he
Yeah, it
had
was
David
there.
Robinson there. He had Tony Parker there. He had Manu there. He had Pop there. I mean, it was a whole team collective thing. And so was the Lakers and the Celtics. I mean, it was a whole team collect. You got not just Bird, you got McHale, you got Ainge, you got Johnson, you got everybody, and then Lakers that side too. So I think the spotlight was always just on Jordan, and it was, I don't know, it was just how he was reflected in the media.
Yeah. I get you.
Yeah.
I get you.
But I'm down to move on from
Yeah,
this.
we're
So.
good. Yeah.
JCD, I rule it as a good thing, but
It can be good if you
It
know how
can-
to manage it.
yeah,
Manage your symptoms.
got to know how to turn that negative into positive.
Yeah. Manage
Yeah.
your symptoms. If you have symptoms of JCD, learn how to manage them.
Yeah.
But yeah. So I'm sorry, I got a comment. What's it say? I do agree with my destiny. I do agree you need to come in different ways. And remember, he said that situation taught him to do that. I didn't know he said that. I missed that part.
Wait, what?
That he said he learned how to come to people in different ways after the Bulls thing. I think after how that went.
Oh,
I
okay.
think that's what he's saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was his playing
live and you
drive that
learn.
set him apart, not just the rings. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, but people like throw the rings thing out. They like the rings thing a lot.
Yeah.
But it's cool. I don't have anything else to add to that. It's wonderful. We will get into our final segment of the day. I am not an expert, but this is where we wrap the show up. Say I'm not an expert, and then talk about whatever you like talking about. Levi, what you got?
I don't really have anything. I'm not an expert, but I'm gonna beat Titus in golf tomorrow.
You probably
That's
will.
it.
You probably.
It wasn't.
probably
It's not
will.
much of a stretch on that.
Yeah, no.
I played like
yeah.
20 times in the past 3
and I've
weeks.
hit a practice course.
Yeah, if I don't, it's more shame
Be the
on me.
biggest- It'd be the biggest upset ever
Yeah,
for sure if you don't win tomorrow.
yeah.
But you know I'm about speed golf too, so we'll be moving around.
Oh yeah, I'm good with that too.
Yeah, so like
I'm not trying to spend all day out there.
It go two in the water and we
gone to the next one.
Yeah, we ain't playing no games with it. We're gonna keep it moving. Absolutely. Just so
Yeah.
you know, I'm not here to be here all day and to keep being bad.
Oh
Take
yeah,
the shots and move on.
same.
Yep.
Same. I
Absolutely.
don't dwell on it.
No, we gotta
Exactly.
gotta go on to the next shot, bro.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
for sure,
like a 3-point shooter
for sure.
or a cornerback. On to the next play after
Yeah.
you get burned.
Short memory.
Yep, short. That's it. I couldn't think of the word for some reason. I could not think of it.
Gotta have that Jameis memory.
God, his memory is. All right, don't have his memory, not his eyes though.
Exactly.
We
yeah.
got new eyes now.
Yeah,
though.
you got new
We
eyes. We straight
so
now.
Hopefully, we'll see
Yeah.
how that goes. I'm kind of nervous about this.
Dude,
I don't know
it's
why.
you, man. I'm about to
Yeah.
I'm about to step away from the mic and everything and let you have this.
Thank
You ready for this?
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready, bro.
All right,
Let me get
this
the water real quick.
is Titus's time right here.
You gonna walk in front of the camera? It's gonna walk. So last week, I celebrated my birthday. I turned 27. It was it was reflective time. And then after celebrating, turning 27, I kind of got to reflecting on how solo camera. This is serious. Kind of got reflecting on how like short life can be and how fragile it can be. Ahmaud Arbery got killed jogging. And the story behind what happened to him was buried for 2 months. The video evidence was hidden and it was pretty much buried, buried for 2 months, and then it leaked out. So we all saw the true story. And the people that shot him were moving around until the video got released and public pressure hit. And stories like this always kind of affect me in a way, but this one hit me in a different way, and I didn't exactly know why for a while. But then I figured it out because my dad exercises a lot, and my dad goes jogging outside sometimes. And what happened to Ahmaud triggered something with me was like, this is something else I have to worry about when it comes to someone I care about. Just doing something as simple as exercising, that something could happen to them. My dad's a very active person. He travels a decent amount. He works out. Like I said, he travels around the South exercise, doing basketball. And I've never talked to him about this, but it's like anytime he's going out of state or just moving around late, he goes. These games take late time sometimes. It's like I always have something in the back of my mind that something could happen, and not like a car accident or something simple. It's something tragic that becomes a media storm that I lose him to just by accident or something. Someone mistaking something for something else because they thought he might do something. And now another thing at that list is simply jogging outside. And this triggers something else with me, was like so much time is spent for me and people look like me just like normalizing a fear of being killed, or someone I care about being killed, or someone I care about being shot, or just taken for something that they had nothing to do with because a mistaken identity, or someone thought they might do something. And it's just like so much time is spent making sure I'm not wearing certain things, I don't look a certain way, I don't play certain musics and spots. It's just, and then what happened to Ahmad was just something else that I feel like people, my friends and people who look like me, had to add to the list. Something that we can't do now. We have to be aware and careful of where we work out, where we jog, and where we just, it's just such a long list of things we check off to make sure we're being as least threatening as possible, even though we have no ill intentions, but someone might think that we do. So we have to just always add things to our list, and it's constantly adding things to the checklist, and it's tiring, and it's a heavy weight that just hits and covers. It's just such a heavy weight that we've just learned to normalize and live with, that we don't even recognize that we that we've just normalized living in a fearful way in our daily lives. And like, I just say this to say, be aware. Just listen. If you have black friends, just listen when they talk. Like, understand the struggles, the pain that they deal with when we see things like this, and why sometimes we get really angry about stuff like this, and why we want people to speak up. Just like really take the time to listen, and don't listen to make a counterpoint. Listen to just listen, genuinely listen, and hear us when we talk. Yeah. So rest in peace to Ahmaud Arbery. Everybody be safe. I think that's all I got. That's it. Thank you all for tuning in. We appreciate it. I got through it, bro. I got through it.
I heard you. It was really good, man.
Thank you.
It's
you.
good.
Yeah. Appreciate y'all for listening. We will be back at our regular schedule. Are we back Sunday? Probably.
Sunday? Yeah. Yeah. Isn't that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we got an interview Sunday.
That's right. We have an interview on Sunday. Coach, a local high school coach. So we'll be having him in studio to talk to him about. Levi don't try to talk about Alabama football the whole time. I'm not letting it happen. Don't worry, I got y'all.
Yeah, because we got he was a graduate assistant for the Alabama football strength and conditioning program. And so I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm excited about it because
yeah, that'll be fun.
And he was there.
You're not talking about Alabama the whole time. You know that. I'm not letting you do it.
I already said I'm gonna have to make a separate podcast with him.
When college football season comes closer, we can roll
Bring
that
it
out
back.
for sure. Yeah, fully.
But he was there for the 2017 championship. Yeah, with the likes of Derrick Henry, I want to say.
So,
I mean,
probably.
that team was loaded with NFL talent.
Yeah.
Like pretty much that whole team's on an NFL team. So
thank you, Dad. My dad said great takeaway. So thank you, Dad. I appreciate it.
That's great.
Yeah, so we'll see y'all Sunday, and then maybe Monday for the last two parts of The Last Dance. Oh, I can't with a name for what they should call the post Last Dance.
What was
like
that?
If they do the B-roll footage.
Last
Dance, the last call.
I like that.
I like that for sure.
Last call.
Yeah, man. So see y'all Sunday. Thank you for tuning in. We'll be back. Subscribe to us everywhere. Follow us everywhere. Follow us on Twitter, NTE Podcast, Instagram, NTE Podcast, YouTube, Not the Experts, Facebook, NTE Podcast, or Not the Experts, the podcast, Not the Experts.
Yes.
Get on that. Tiger King Podcast out. Part 2 of that is going to drop tomorrow morning. Gosh, I just gave myself work to do. Why did I do that? I gave myself work to do.
Yeah, you did.
But that'll be out tomorrow.
Now we got expectations.
Yeah, that'll be out. I'm going to give myself extra day. That'll be out Wednesday morning. Early Wednesday morning. Because I might go home and fall asleep. Now I don't know what's gonna happen after I get off this. After I go up there. But yeah, it'll be out tomorrow, Wednesday morning, early. Either way, we got golf tomorrow, so I can't do it tomorrow. We got golf in the morning, so I gotta be prepared for that.
No, you know what, Titus? I'm gonna hit you up. I'm like, have you uploaded that
I
podcast
know
yet?
you-
No, then no golf for you until that podcast is up.
So that's probably So we'll get that out. Y'all be on the lookout for that, and then we'll have a part 3 of it for sure because apparently that's why I watched this latest interview thing they did. I haven't watched it yet. The extra part.
Yeah, I still haven't watched
interviews.
that.
I haven't
Yeah,
watched it
either.
yet, but apparently people want to talk about that with me because I've said things on the podcast people didn't like.
Yeah.
Whatever. I feel fine.
And Joe Exotic just signed a new apparel line too,
God.
or he's officially on an apparel
God.
line.
Oh, Nicolas
Yeah.
Cage is officially playing him. That got official.
Yeah, that's gonna be crazy. Have you seen
Bro,
the Jimmy
I don't know if I
Fallon?
said this on air. I don't know if I said this on air, but if Nicolas Cage ever got to play me, I would feel like my life failed.
Yeah,
If I got told
same.
Nicolas Cage was playing my character.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's sad, right? That's the
I'd rather
greatest.
have like Danny DeVito playing me
Honestly, yeah.
than Nicolas Cage.
Bruh, our what's the dude's name? Dude that played Machete. What's his name?
Machete.
Uh,
Trejo.
yeah,
Wait, what's
Danny
his name?
Trejo. Yeah, Danny Trejo. Because at least that would be like a really bad but funny movie that people watch.
Yeah.
It'll be terrible. People will still watch because Danny Trejo's in it.
What if they got like Jesse Eisenberg to play?
Oh God, I want to know what to do with. I'm like, what do you think of me if you got Jesse Eisenberg to play?
Give me Michael Cera.
Yeah, for sure. The original.
Yeah, the
Michael
original,
Cera,
yeah.
not the redo. Not
Yeah.
the duplicate for sure. Salute, bro. But yeah, shout out to Butler Multimedia Production Studios. Thanks there for reminding me because I almost forgot to shout y'all out. I apologize. So shout out to the studio.
Your dad reminds you that?
Yeah, he put in the comment. He commented Butler Production. That's lit. So yeah,
Dad's got
thank
your
y'all
back.
for this. As always, we appreciate you taking time to let us come down here and hang out. And we always love your participation, by the way. It's the best.
Yeah.
So salute to y'all.
Great
Thank you.
Earl Thomas participation
Yes,
today, too.
yes, that was wonderful. I love when we get to break stories to them. That's my favorite thing.
Yeah,
When they get to
yeah.
hear stories from us. It's like my favorite thing in the world. There it is again.
Half the time they think we're just making up stuff. We're like, no,
Yeah,
this is
yeah, it's
real.
re- it's
This
really
is real
happened.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you all. We out. See you Sunday.
Peace.